It's my great honor and pleasure to introduce our distinguished speaker, Geshema Tenzin Lhadron. Geshema was born in Parak village in the Zanskar valley of Lata, India. Inspired by the teaching of His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama at the age of 13, she dedicated her life to the Buddhist path and this monastic ordination in 1989. She pursued dedicated of rigorous study and contemplative practice at Jayanjali Institute in Dharamsala, India. In 2016, she became one of the first Tibetan Buddhist nuns to receive the prestigious Geshema degree, the highest academic qualification in the Buddhist philosophy and theology, equivalent to a PhD. This historic achievement was recognized and conferred by His Holiness the Dalai Lama. In today's presentation, she will share her insights on daily practice for the well-being of body and mind, drawing upon her many years of studying, meditation, and personal experience. She will explore practice methods for cultivating physical health, mental peace, emotional balance, and compassion in our daily lives. Please join me warmly welcome Geshema Tenzin Lhadron. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Geshe-la, and thank you, Geshe-la. So first of all, I'd like to pay my deepest respect for the Geshe-las, and of course, Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and His Holiness the Dalai Lama were, present here, and so thank you so much once again. And as Geshe-las introduced me, I am someone coming from the high Himalaya in Ladakh, but I've been in Dharamsala for the last almost 38 years now, almost 38. So Dharamsala is my home, and the teaching of His Holiness the Dalai Lama and many friends and teachers that I met in Dharamsala really, how do you say, shape my kind of life. And what I'll do is we have like 70 minutes or something, right? So I'll just speak a little bit about the topic, how to create like healthy mind and healthy body. But let me just share. When I saw the summary, so wherever I go, I just go to the Nalanda studies, and it's so much, what do you call it? I'm become almost like kind of obsessed with it. I think it's not really, it's in the right way to obsess with it. Because, how do you really create healthy mind and healthy body before really going, to the topic itself? And maybe it's okay to do some simple meditation and visualization. Okay? Okay. So I hope you will understand me. Okay, so let's do some, first of all, whatever, the practice or the Dharma practice or meditation or studies or debate, most important thing is creating pure motivation. And for that, I think it just why we gather here, everyone who want to happy and peace. Nobody wants suffering, right? So then how can you really create peace? So there are so many factors out there. So one thing is we just create our, some kind of friendly or positive or what do you call it? Creating motivation. Motivation is, like a mental fact, it is mental attitude. How do you really create pure and clear motivation? So the main thing where we gather here is to really, really find some long-lasting peace and happiness, and for that we really need someone guidance, protection, teachings, and then out of many, many, many like object of refuge. So Buddha Shakyamuni and His Holiness the Dalai Lama is the really, really ultimate source of happiness, and his teaching, and it's like the best medicine for the mind. So because of that, I think we should just visualize His Holiness the Dalai Lama, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and of course Buddha Shakyamuni, and then surrounded by Buddhas and Bodhisattvas from 10 direction in front of us. So, make sure the body posture is also, comfortable. When I say, Buddha Shakyamuni and His Holiness the Lama in front of us, and then Buddhas and Bodhisattvas surrounded them, meaning just bring them in our mind. So our mind is like a mirror, very clear mirror, where the reflection, if the mirror is clear, then the reflection show really clearly. If there's a dust or mud in there, we won't be able to see the reflection there, right? Same thing, our mind is like the crystal clear, and then we bring our teachers or our guidance, our what do you call it, the role model. It's okay to say the living Buddhas or Bodhisattvas of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. I would look at the Shara of the Buddha of compassion in human form. So when you visualize His Holiness, just try to visualize him like as how he looked like. Check with his hand, feet, body, and face, and how he laugh, how he speak. You just try to bring him really, really clearly in our mind. So when you say refuge fields, we go to refuge. We need protection from them. So the Buddha's Bodhisattvas are the ultimate refuge. And then we say Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, of course. Buddha Shakyamuni, who is in everything in one, meaning the all three of three in one. So his qualities, the knowledge, compassion, wisdom, and then the power that lead other, all beings toward the happiness and peace. That's the Dharma. And then the person himself is the Buddha. The teaching, the path that's showing us is the Dharma. And then, the Sangha is also, so, we seek refuge from them. We need protection from the Buddha's Dharma Sangha, not only just ourselves, just one single person. We are seeking refuge and protection for all beings. Because of that, we try to visualize all Mother Sentient beings around us. Just they are really, really, really dear to us. And then the Buddha's Bodhisattvas looking upon all of us in equally with great compassion, loving, caring. So why I said the Buddhist Bodhisattva are looking upon us like the loving mothers looking upon their only child, because parents, mothers, they take care of their children no matter what. They sacrifice so much. Same thing, the Buddhist Bodhisattvas are always looking upon us. Their minds always drawn toward the sentient beings to free them from pain, suffering, uneasiness, mental disturbances. So the Buddha's Bodhisattva was the best doctor or the physician that really can give the best medicine that heal the mental wound from the root. So while you're really visualizing that fish will very clearly, if possible, visualize all the Nalanda masters. When I say His Holiness the Dalai Lama and Buddha Shakyamuni is surrounded by Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, where you say the Nalanda, there are 17 Nalanda masters, starting with Arya Nagarjuna, Arya Deva, Bodhisattva Shantidevas, and all the Nalanda masters, and then 80 Mahasiddhas, and 21 Taras, Arya Varkiteshvara, Arya Manjushri, and then also Arya Maitreya. So they are all, just invite them in front of us to help us to heal our mind, meaning to give some soothing or in the form of teaching or nectars, whatever way that help to heal our mental illnesses. So when you say bodhicitta fields, meaning all mother sentient beings are with us to learning how to shape our life more positive, more harmonious, more compassionate, more understanding. Each and every sentient beings wish that. Same that we wish, they're all wish. And then some have the facility to learn the Dharma, how to shape mind, how to shape our life, but some are lacking. But, who have the teaching on, who have access to learn the Buddha's teaching, rejoice them. And then those who are lacking, maybe pray for them to meet some days. That doesn't mean that we are want to them to convert into Buddhism, but we want each and every sentient being to be happy and peaceful person. Okay, so I think maybe that's not to create the motivation, and okay. Geçimde. Öyle. Artık bir geçim bir kere. Ale hogonda. It was simple you can. Okay. Usually I'm quite loud, but Gisela is saying you can't hear well, so I will be loud. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to say, but I will share whatever I, sometimes you have some kind of plan to share, and then when you come into the spot, it doesn't go what you planned. That's okay too, right? So it doesn't matter whatever the topic I have given. It's just creating healthy body, healthy mind, right? Something like that. But anyway, so I think we have set our motivation, right? Why we gather here. We wanted to be a happy person, more understanding person, more beneficial person for the society and oneself. I think that's the main kind of motivation, I think, right? Yes or no? Do you agree? Even insects, even animals like dogs and cats, they also like what do you call? If we pat them with love and care, they also like us, right? Anyway, so I'm not going to talk too complicated kind of a philosophical thing. I'll just share very basic thing. Okay, before really starting to that, I want to just recite a few verses. And I don't have the handouts or anything, but it's okay. I'll just recited some verses to recall the kindness of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Okay. Enthused by great compassion, you taught the Immaculate Dharma to dispel all erroneous view. To you, the Buddha Gautama, I pay homage. Enthused by great compassion, you taught the Immaculate Dharma to dispel all erroneous views. To you, the Buddha Gautama, I pay homage. Enthused by great compassion, you taught the Immaculate Dharma to dispel all erroneous view. To you, the Buddha Gautama, I pay homage. So this verse is in Tibetan. Kangi tuzi nyezuni tawa tamje pangbechir tambechine denzabu kodam tela chaselo. It's a verse from Arya Nagarjuna's text. I'm sure you all know that, right? And then I also recite the taking refuge and generating bodhicitta is also very important. So Sangye che dan soge cho namla janju bardo dani kapsu che dage jin so gebe so nam dola penje sangye ndu bar sho sangye che dan soge cho namla janju bardo dani kapsu dage jin so gebe so nam je dola penje sangye ndu bar sho sangye che dan soge cho Chanchu bardo dani kyapsu chi dagi jinso gibe so namgi dola pe sangye ndu bar sho. I go for refuge and enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By my creation, the practice of giving and so forth, may I become Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By my creation of the practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By my accumulation of the practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Okay, so let's see what I'm going to say now. I'll ask some question and we're just together learning, right? We learn each other and help each other, okay? So when you say healthy mind, healthy body, what do you get in your mind? What kind of mental state is healthy mind and what kind of mental state is not healthy mind? And in the body, probably it's quite easy because when you have some illnesses, tuberculosis or cancer or I don't know, different, pain, then you have to go to the physical, physician, or you have to go to the medical doctor and get the medicine, or maybe you have to, eat a healthy food, or maybe you have to do, like exercise, some practical thing, right, to keep our body healthy. But when I say healthy mind, that's the most important thing. I think that's the most crucial point here. So what kind of mental state is healthy mind? And what kind of mental state when what kind of, how do you really measure he is or she is in healthy mind, and what kind of mental state that you will say that, oh, he or she have mental problem, or maybe he or she need to go to the psychiatry, or maybe I don't know where you call a psychiatry or psychologist to get some help, right? So I want to learn from you, right? What kind of mental state, what kind of, if someone have a mental problem, if someone really, really having some mental illnesses, what kind of, symptom in general, doesn't, not really, I'm not asking just specifically with those who are expert about, different fields. In general, just in general, just make ourselves like we are just human being, right? I mean, just forget about some of the expertise. Just in, like a normal way, and give this answer. Not necessarily you need to call. You need to like get a quotation, or such a psychologist said this, or such a doctor said this. Of course, these are helpful, but our own understanding, as well as our own what we do when we get, for example, if someone is most of the time gets so angry, would you say that person is mentally ill?
They're always angry, then yes.
Oh, do you think there are somebody who is always angry?
Maybe most
We need to ask a lot of questions, and then you try to get the answer for ourselves, right? Not looking outside, but within yourself. How our mental state from morning to evening. Of course, an external thing can to, what do you call it, like it make some uncomfortable sometime, but most of the time we are responsible, right? And you would have any answer? What kind of mental state we call like mentally ill?
unhealthy.
Sorry?
Unhealthy.
Uh, Unhealthy. Yeah. Yeah. No, my question is very precise. Healthy body, healthy mind. So when you say healthy mind,
I think it's a mind, like unhealthy is a mind that some small stimulus makes a person very angry or very sad, like their mind is not regulating. So any little thing and they become angry or sad or craving, right? Like
okay, the small incident or small external trigger make so freak out or something like
yeah,
that.
jealous, whatever.
Okay, that's you call it like a not healthy mind.
That's healthy mind, opposite.
Or the healthy mind or the opposite. Okay.
It's stable, right? Let's take, problems and not freak out.
One good example, and yeah.
Sometimes when we sit among parents and all these, instantly something comes in our mind and it's just check of your emotions. That's something like, this is my own experience till time.
So wait, can you say?
When I was quite young, I didn't understand what he's saying, and immediately I got
Hesitated.
agitated.
Okay.
Period of time when I read, I did some things, and I meditated on that, and I, with awareness, I started to create awareness myself. Why is happening in my mind? So with that emotions, somehow we can reduce if we understand.
You can reduce how?
Reduce by practice.
Okay.
Do something somehow in my younger age. I used to be like that. But over the period of time,
Right.
I read books and
Right.
lectures.
Okay.
So then I understood the realities. Oh, why it is happening? But it is related to our emotions.
Right.
So that emotion, if we don't understand, it instantly reacts.
Right.
If we try to understand that emotion instantly and slowly we try to control that.
Right. Okay.
reduces, I think. But
Control that. So, okay, now, why asking? I'm asking these things. Yes, okay, yeah.
Steve, mine is extremely self-centered and you take everything too personal.
I
personal,
see.
and
Very
then exaggerate, even very
exaggerating.
small thing, and you don't listen.
You done?
I have to.
For people online.
Oh, then I have
Okay.
to say it again.
No, it's okay, you're done.
Maybe it's okay to repeat. What you say is very profound.
Oh, okay. I think unhealthy mind is extremely self-centered and take everything very personally and exaggerate even very small.
Exaggerating.
Yeah, very small, unimportant things. And then it will turn into like you cannot listen to any
Okay.
others' suggestions.
Right,
Yeah.
right. That's very good one thing, right? Unhealthy mind, very much kind of self-centered and listen others. What you are thinking is the right and everyone is wrong, or maybe maybe you disagree what others says, and because of that you're just not really listening to this kind of thing. These are good. It's go to deeper, right? Deeper, and to understand deeper, like deeper level of what do you call it? Deeper level of emotion. Okay, unhealthy mind. Okay, would you say we are all mentally ill? I don't want to make like negative for ourselves, but it's just a good question, right? In one point, in one,
Sometimes I think,
yes.
yeah, sometimes I think that because we are not awakening or enlightened,
Enlightened maybe come little later.
so our mind is a little ill because we are living this kind of living. No, we have a
We're
challenge.
It's kind of what?
This kind of life because we
So,
have a
yes,
challenge.
but
All the human beings, I believe, you have a challenge.
there's always challenge are always there. There are always challenges are there.
Yes.
But we can make some differentiation between human being and then dog and cats,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So challenges are there definitely, but then how can you really overcome these challenges?
Yes. Well, I think maybe we are in mind is sick or illness when they're no flow,
No what?
not flowing.
No flowing.
Yes,
What do you mean by that? No
maybe
flowing.
rigid, yeah, rigid.
Oh,
No
okay,
freedom
okay.
to choose
Right.
other kind of answers.
Right. That's true. We are all in the process of learning.
Yeah.
So learning, no more learning path will get when you get enlightened or arhat, right?
Yes.
So we are all learning together. That's true. So why I'm asking this thing is I see you're all study pretty long time in Buddhism because you have the wonderful Geshemas here. And so I'm here to just share what I'm thinking about this kind of thing, right? And what I learned from my teachers, from being here. Sometimes, when you learn that, that, for example, we're talking about compassion, bodhicitta, and wisdom, and when you learn from the text, there's a different way of learning, right? Then learning the word and then understand the meaning and then do reflection on the meaning and then try to make it part of our life, part of our mind, maybe. That's a very difficult one, right? Meaning applying day-to-day life. So why I'm asking you, one point, if you look in one angle, we are all mentally ill. And if we're looking at another angle, we are all a little bit enlightened, meaning comparison, right? So there's nobody who are angry all the time. Sometimes this happen, what to do, because many lifetime before it came to us. But you have to look about if you get to hesitate for small thing. Why you're doing this? We always have to have the the vision a little bit broad-minded. You say that? What's your name? Jennifer. She's what she said. Unhealthy mind is, what was that? Self-centered attitude or self-centered, very much self-centered. And then whatever you hear, whatever you see, take it very personal. And then you get, angry, or you don't like it, or maybe sometimes you shout at it. It make ourselves sad, ourselves like weakened rather than making ourselves like a better person. The self-centered attitude, selfish person, what do you call it? Self-centered attitude, which is the opposite of, bodhicitta or compassion. So if there is a way that you can really open our heart to others, just make ourselves like we are all same human being who are really looking, something better life, more calm, more understanding, rather than just taking small thing is very personal or very something that, oh, you shouldn't tell this and that. Why? Just say it. If you think, the Geshemas, you all know, we in the monastery, the nunneries, where we debate and shout each other, and after that, and then you are really happy. You are having a lot of fun, right? So what you need to do is, through training our mind, we can make our life really playful, fun. Fun meaning in the good way. So that's why. What is that?
Mute off.
Yeah, okay. So anyway, so these are something that we need to, when you debate, you discuss. So these are one, in one sense, it's really good meditation. When you say meditation, we have the meditation, single form meditation, and then analytical meditation. So the question and the answer, these are more like, in a way, it's a form of, like analytical meditation. It's really help. It's really, really help, right? Right? It's help. Can you share how it help? You're a really deep meditator. I see that. Can you share a little bit?
Well, I think that, I can hold it. You don't have to put it here, just. So, when I meditate, the mind comes to a more still state. If I'm not meditating, the mind tends to resonate according to distractions. So
Right.
whether both positive and negative.
Uh-huh. Okay, right. That's good. But maybe maybe you already know, but I'll give, what does meditation means? Meditation means our mind becoming more like a habituate toward the virtuous action, virtuous mind, meaning positive mind, to get familiarization with a virtuous action. But we are all very much familiar with the negativities, I guess. Are we or not? Are we familiar with the negativities like anger, jealousy, attachment, ignorance? Maybe are we really like aware, or meaning familiarized with the ignorance, or no? We don't, right? Do we, or do you know? We do. This is the problem, right? That's right. We try. That's true. We always try. Keep trying. Keep trying. That's the best thing to do, right? We keep trying, and that's why, systematically learning about what is ignorance, how really ignorance bring all the, remaining problem. Ignorance is the cause, everything, all the trouble, all the miseries, including like all different types of afflictions. And then because of that, creating the karma that we call it the contaminated karma, which give rise suffering, and endlessly. This is what the samsara, right? So samsara meaning, you are torturing with this affliction and contaminated karma, like endlessly, repeatedly. You know, in Lama Tsongkhapa's text, The Illuminating Intent, where you have given the example of the wheel. So sentient beings are torturing in this samsaric life, like the wheel that it's turning endlessly again and again and again. You can really see where it started, where it stopped. So the ignorant is the main kind of responsible that really throw us into the suffering. And then self-centered attitude. Self-centered attitude. Do you think self-centered attitude is exactly the opposite of other cherishing mind? Bodhicitta is self-cherishing mind. We say self-cherishing mind and the other cherishing mind. So are you familiar with the, how to cultivate the bodhicitta, the two methods, sevenfold cause and effect methods, and then the other one is equalizing and exchanging self with others, right? So that's just knowing the word is so good. We have created some positive, or maybe we have created like a really the merit in some time in the past that we have heard this teaching. Look at in the world, or just how many have really heard these things, and how many have really really tried to learn these things. Very small, right? Very small portion. So that's why we are each one of us are very important, because we wanted to learn how to create healthy mind. So if everything driven by the mind, yes or no? Yes. Are you sure? What about the brain? And people ask these things a lot. The brain is material. Some neuroscientists will say everything is driven by the mind, by the brain. I'm just joking. No, not all neuroscientists. Some will say, but I don't think that there are very good neuroscientists who really learn how this brain works. But the ancient Indian tradition, or the how many are we going okay with the time? Gila. Alilas. So when you say create a healthy mind, identify some of the positive, like what do you call that? We say constructive mind and destructive mind. His Holiness often used this word, and it gives really deeper meaning in there. What do you think? Say constructive mind and destructive mind, and attachment, anger, aversion. They are destructive mind. I mean, it's not mind. You need to go to technical. It's mental factors rather than mind. So afflictions are destructive emotion. And then the opposite, compassion, loving kindness, wisdom, these are constructive mind or mental factors. So then how it make constructive or your life and your mind? Because there are people often talk about, yes, everybody love compassion, talk of compassion, and then if it is not skillful compassion, there is a danger that you get like a compassion fatigue. There's a danger that you get like overwhelmed with these things. There's a danger that you will lose, courage. There's a danger that you may leave. You may leave. Oh, I can't do anymore. It's too much for me. This kind of thing happens sometimes, right? So because of that, the holistic view, to understand the whole situation, that's very important, right? So because of that, the skill compassion is the very important thing. Skill meaning how much you can do, how much you can really be a compassionate person. And if there's, of course, we all have limitation. Acknowledge our limitations is also very important. If we are not really acknowledging our limitation, then I think we are arrogant, right? What is the definition of arrogant?
Self-centered, all about ego.
ego, I guess, arrogant, egoistic mind, be thinking like, oh, I don't have to like anybody because I have everything. I'm a knowledgeable person. I have the education. I have the facility. I have the family. This boosts our ego, right? It's actually boosting, making our ego stronger instead of, cooling them down. So, when you say, why I said that, compassion fatigue, okay, maybe I'll say that. Uh, you know, I'm not sure whether it's a really practical thing or not, but bodhisattvas, right? What is bodhisattva? Who the person, someone who is bodhisattva. We say someone is bodhisattvas. What does that mean? That
The benefit of others, as far as I know,
yes,
the
so
benefit of others, they take rebirth. They are not affected by
they are not
material
affected
state.
by the external, like a small thing, external disturbances. But how about the shamatha meditation? Is someone who really created like a single pointed meditation, like a shamatha vipassana and a shamatha meditation, they are not disturbed either. But
they are more for themselves, I think. But bodhisattvas
I
are more
see.
there to benefit others.
Okay. The motivation is to benefit others. So when we are trying to benefit others, others mean you have to relate with others. You have to go to meet other people, and we have to really go to really work with it, right? Then when we really try to go and try to make some difference, and there's a disagreement. No, I'm not asking that. It's not always easy. It's always not easy. Whatever we wish doesn't come true easily, and because of that, there is a point that you could get like discouraged, you give up. So but why I said that bodhisattvas meaning someone who really dedicate for the others, right? And someone who really others before themselves. And ordinary people like me, like I know many people, ordinary people, we somehow we are kind of attracted to the Bodhisattva's life, and by reading, by listening, teaching from His Holiness, study of the Guide to the Bodhisattva Way of Life by Bodhisattva Shantideva and Lama Tsongkhapa's teaching, then listening His Holiness the Dalai Lama's, how he really lived life to the others, and we are more or less kind of attracted toward that. And then when we try to, follow, often doesn't come as you wish. And that's why sometimes you get frustrated, sometimes you get sadness. But if our motivation is really 100% pure to benefit others, there's no reason for us to get like a regret. Sorry, there's no reason for us to feel sadness, because our motivation is very pure. So it didn't happen exactly what you want to help others. Maybe the causes conditions are not there yet. So you have to give break for ourselves. Break meaning give time for yourself to explore more carefully, right? So why I mentioned about bodhisattva, I thought there are bodhisattva who have generated genuine bodhicitta, and then when you really cultivate when you really cultivate bodhicitta, and then you really serve others, and you really engage into the bodhisattva practices. In the bodhisattva practices are like a 6 perfection or 10 perfections, and sometimes they get how can you say? There's overlap, reverse happen. You know that reversing happen. Why that happen? Meaning you have generated genuine bodhicitta, but then you give up and then try to follow personal, freedom. Like for example, 가르쳐 주기 위한 것에서 Kela dilay bangi. 전주 쌤 교회 양교 전주 쌤 양해지도 와. 근데 가르치는 양기 어리라 이제 깨지.
Maybe your intention is not correct or something.
Maybe the intention is okay. The intention was okay. Or maybe we're lacking, we may have to create more merit. Or maybe not skill, or I don't know. Because there are many stories that were highly realized people who give up, who really, thinking of giving up bodhicitta and then follow to the personal liberation path. La.
Daily life no practice this nyora.
Okay, let me just say in Tibetan, maybe, I was thinking something very make in nice way, but I couldn't. Ngadilay penangazura. Chidani chik jela pemba to be a gidobat kunlun tepe yago yobache. Tayang kabri tapshi mambo tapshi yogu zetu. She pemba to be a tapshi tangba yineki, Sambanaji motu yungda. Sambanaji motu yungda. Kabri. Kabri lanam, Samanaji to be the Kalkabura. Tayina Kazu tuba delan double choice and then I'm madi but the Kayomara. The Kabri yan pen and Tangazudiora. Oh, I'm sorry. Tangazu Janjusemba the Mare, the Legina and Janjusembi Jobayam and Nangazu chick you want to be Kizarata. You want to be Kizara. And some should charge in Ata young summer you shall not the Jashanamatu Samari than some should charge in door. Or the some should charge the Karachini charge or a linkage to you. My question was, you get discouraged often. So what are the main causes that make you discouraged? Because the bodhisattvas, meaning we want to benefit beings in our own level, our own capacity. If possible, we want to really benefit for many, many beings, right? But when you say many, many beings, do you think it's necessary to have like a huge follower and you go to the stage or I don't know, high throne and talk very elegantly or something like that? It is necessary or not? That's another story.
No, maybe for me no, but maybe for others. I feel frustrated.
What was that?
I feel frustration.
Frustration.
Want to have. I think if I am doing the right behavior. But the result, the consequence.
Okay.
Not that in my expectation, no. My initial thoughts when I start.
Okay.
Sometimes this happens.
Okay. Okay. That's okay. So the main thing is we need to take care of our mind is the most important thing. And then try to identify. Have you all studied like about psychology a little bit? Yes. You're a psychologist. I see you. No, you. I know you are the Nalanda courses participant. I think from Tibet House. Yes. I know. I saw you many different places. So what I'm saying is we are same student. I can see that many familiar faces are here. So what I'm saying that we are very, really fortunate people because we really want to transform our mind. If possible, just transform our mind more reliable. So that give us the most benefit and then that you can really influence others. You can really influence others. So when you say influence others, meaning wherever you meet, whoever you meet, maybe just do something very practical. Even just giving one glass of water is also, these are the practical things that you have to do. So I think what we had to do is to transform our mind to, like a more reliable, more stable, and that really, really, really help yourself and others. And each and every small thing you need to pay attention. Sometimes that's really small. Why you would care so much? You say yes, true. It's very small, minimal sort of external thing that not really came as you wish, and because of that you get so frustrated, freak out. Or there are some people who think like very small thing goes wrong, they think like it's the end of the world. No, the world is beautiful. Maybe just the few factors, the small factor is not in place. It's maybe not ready. Then look a little bit, give second chance. Why just you keep freaking out, right? Never ever give up, right? When you want to really make our mind healthy mind, I think the determination should be really strong. But expectation, determination, and expectation are different, I think. Yes or no? Determination always should have, but expectation meaning this is, it will fulfill if the determination, the what do you call it? The intention, the determination is there. Whatever you expect, it will fulfill sooner or later. But even though it doesn't fulfill as you wish from like should this certain time limit that you are really expecting to change, even if they're really not fulfilled, it's okay. Well, I try again. I'll try again, right? Making the main thing I'm talking here is try to make ourselves happier person and really, really learn ourselves to smile genuinely rather than sarcastic smile. There are some sarcastic smile, right? Or what do you call it? No, we all have like a beautiful smile. I can do that. But
How does bodhicitta make you a happy person?
bodhicitta make you a happier person. How you make a happier person? It really make you like when you are trying to help something, and if you really able to help in certain thing, certain extent, if you rejoice that, if you're really, really happy that what you have done is something that really benefit and satisfied with it, that help. I mean, of course, for our bodhicitta, but we are attracted to the teachings, learning the meaning of the bodhicitta, the meaning of the compassion. So, meaning of compassion is that, really mental mind that you really wish others free from illnesses, free from, suffering. So why? Because when you feel some uneasiness and you don't want to live that kind of state, same thing everyone else also same. So why we don't care others? Only you. How did your question is how make your compassion or your bodhicitta make you happier, right? What do you think?
What do I think?
Uh-huh.
I think that much of our unhappiness comes from trying to protect this false sense of self. And
Protect.
bodhicitta loosens that grasping to the self, and so things are easier.
Bodhicitta loosen. I'm sorry.
Much of our unhappiness
Much of our unhappiness.
comes from trying to protect a self that doesn't exist.
Trying to protect yourself that does not exist. Okay.
And bodhicitta helps direct you away from that, care about others, so you don't have a self that is so scared all the time.
Self not exist. So self not exist. So do you mean by that?
I mean,
Uh,
the projected sense of self that is,
The-
of course, a
okay.
self exists, but we attach to a self that is a projection, an over solidified sense of self.
We attach to ourselves. Okay, I think what you're saying is this, you protect what you say, the sense you want to protect the sense of self. What does that mean? I'm sorry.
Okay, no. You can say it in a simpler way that I
Okay.
think bodhicitta helps decrease self-cherishing.
Definitely.
Self-cherishing comes from this self-grasping.
Okay.
Bodhicitta helps.
Self-centered attitudes come from, okay. This is some technical thing you're talking. That's really
So
good.
I think
Okay.
bodhicitta, I think just compassion and love for others helps reduce that, and so that you naturally have less.
Mhm. Mm. Bodhicitta, okay, 1 minute. This is what you say, the sense of, you want to protect the sense of self, meaning there's a self that one is exists, and there's some self that it doesn't exist, but you are we are really.
We spend a lot of time protecting the self that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Project this solid sense of self, and then we have.
This is actually leading to try to understand like the interdependency, try to understand the emptiness, selflessness, right? So, which is wisdom part, wisdom and bodhicitta and wisdom, there's two wings that lead us to the happiness. So how self-centered attitude and self-grasping ignorance, complement each other to bring more of the, trouble, right? That was what you were saying.
Yeah, I mean, yes. I mean, to me, cherishing others and emptiness are very closely related. So to me,
They're
it's
all
very
really
difficult to
related.
have
It's
one
true,
without the
true.
other.
They're really related, but if you cherish others more than yourself, you should get some kind of satisfaction
But
for
to me,
yourself.
at least
But yeah. Okay, 1 minute. To cherish other more because others and yourself are very much interrelated. We are all depend on each other. There's one thing. What is that? To make what is that? To make others happy, to make you happy, we all need each other, right? So the understanding of dependent origination, interrelation, interconnection, I depend on you, you depend on this. It doesn't mean that I am weak and you are stronger or you have more power. So because of that, I depend on you or you depend on me. We all need each other. Yes or no? So the concept of dependent origination, the concept of if you understand the dependent origination, the concept of dependent origination, if you really understand the concept of dependent origination, that actually help to grow our bodhicitta stronger. Yes. But we go that little far. But I said I want to talk something very simple rather than very technical things about very much with what do you call it, how you really, what kind of mental attitude is, what kind of mental state is like a healthy mind, and not a healthy, like an unhealthy mind like this. So one thing is there a difference between anger and showing anger and showing toughness? Is it right?
There is a difference.
Can you explain that? How can there's difference?
Say sometimes anger is out of an impulse. You don't really realize that you're angry. The other person realizes. So sometimes you may do actions that you might regret later. But toughness is more aware, like you're a little bit more aware. Maybe like the parent on a child.
That's right. I mean, I asked that, but that's why, yeah. Sometimes, when you say toughness, I think sometimes people need to be toughness. There are certain point we should be tough, meaning otherwise we are all spoiled and always continue to do the wrong thing all the time. And then it's almost like it become, it just, you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do this, but in reality, no. But you keep doing it. Spoil. Spoil is good, right? Good word. So you do your example about the parents and the child. If the child is naughty, is always engaging in the wrong thing, like gambling, no studying, everything, then parents have to be tough, right? Similarly, the teachers and the students also same thing. So when you say angry, but some people are very good at showing about toughness, but not anger. I guess why that is, I think that the deep down, the motivation is to help that person to, to lead more, like a better life. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. 추석가서 그러듯이 우리가. 원래 I said that healthy mind, healthy body. So I think, Buddha's teaching give lots how to really transform your mind to positive. And then you're talking about self-centered attitude and self-cherishing mind, or other one is self-grasping ignorance, and understand the selflessness, the concept of selflessness. So you need to study a lot these things, and it's really good that we are all, on the same path to learn, to transform yourself, to create more, like a healthy mind and healthy body for the others. If you and me, we all have the healthy mind, definitely it's really help each other, right? It's definitely help each other. So we should learn the easier part first, meaning the gross part, and then go to the deeper. And if we talk about enlightenment will come a little later, definitely. But in certain level, we are really attracted to the enlightened thing. Enlightened meaning free from the, enlightened meaning free from self-centered attitude and self-grasping ignorance. And then what does it mean by self-grasping ignorance and self-centered attitude? How can you really free that? And we need to learn the very, very basic things, how to you really, like recognizing, identifying some of the, or most of the disturbing, or the affliction, the mental, what is that, negative mental factors, and then how to you really weaken them, and then identify the more of the positive mental factors, and how to really, strengthen them on daily basis, repeatedly. That's what you mean by part meditation. When you meditate, you get familiarized with the positivity, and then, yes, we are all very expert about familiarizing with the negativities, but then maybe sometimes not. We are not aware. Sometimes we do not really aware that you're really angry. That's why we do all this wrong thing. And after some time, what I've done, when the person is really, really angry, sometimes you're completely kind of blackish, which is, of course, influenced with the ignorance. And then me and mine is the most important. Because of that, I'm angry, right? So we have actually only 3-4 minutes left. So what I shared is just introducing you me. I think thank you, Geshe-la, for giving me the chance to introducing me to you. And I'm someone who really, really inspire, meaning really devoted to transform our mind. Yes, if you transfer our mind to more, constructive, if you really are able to transform our mind to more reliable, more constructive, that really benefit oneself. If you're not able to help others, but you personally get the benefit. So, it doesn't really shake your mind, it doesn't shake your peace of mind if things goes wrong. It doesn't really shake your, peace of mind. So that's why, learning the Buddha's teaching, how to transform your mind, understanding about bodhicitta, understanding about emptiness, understanding about, renunciation. These are kind of big words, but, we have to just try our best to, engage into the practice on our own level. And that's how you really, transform. That's how you really make the progress. And then, yes, you need to make the progress, and you need to jump to the, really understand the emptiness, and how can you really generate true, like genuine wisdom that really destroys self-grasping ignorance. You're saying about the sense of self. We are trying to protect, but in reality, we are destroying, right? You say we are not really, we are trying to, why we are suffering? Because we are trying to protect the sense of self, which does not exist. Because we are trying to protect the sense of self, which does not exist, but we are doing the opposite. We're destroying ourselves, torturing ourselves. So it's good to aware this is not right thing to do. It doesn't matter whether you believe in the religion or not. It doesn't really much matter whether you're really a religious person or not. This, destructive emotion or the negative emotion really, 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 like torture yourself. And if our mind is really constructed, our mind is more stable. His Holiness often say, like, when he hears some kind of bad news, at the beginning, get little, what do you call it? Not agitation, but more a little bit kind of sadness or thing. And then think about the whole situation, and then his mind just go to like the ocean, right? So, I mean, of course, we can't compare to His Holiness, but His Holiness is our role model. He is our teacher. He really devote his life to others and us. So we are really lucky to meeting his teaching, and then you're all very lucky to have the Jide here to learn and practice together. And it's already 6:30, and if you have any question, 1 or 2, otherwise we will. What is that? Yeah, if it's okay to have like 1 or 2 questions, and otherwise we can do dedication together. Now,
When you became a Geshema, how many other monastics were with you in your class?
when I became a Geshema,
Started that program.
okay, we how many? Initially, we the first year we were 27 of us, and out of 27, 20 were able to complete. So in the first group in 2016, so 20 of us graduated. We were successfully complete the whole 4 years examination, and then got the special diploma from His Holiness. And 22nd December at Defung Monastery, Defung Lachi, in 2016. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes. Lazo Tsamala Tashidele. How are you? Namaste.
Hello, everyone.
Yimi how?
Put this,
Tsumoyim.
put the
That
camera.
ding Deyangazo Shidela. And Chudanga Chenangazo and Geshema, that Dela Sobaji, Mambo Jula, Mambo Juning, as a woman in the Kaukalia, and Shion Chanda, the Mamboji, and a Kia Downing as a rolling down the Zenda Mamboji. Could charge you the Inaya, Mamboji Tisu Mindus in Killing Gemas, Inaya, Kazan, Anelangani, or the Nituni, Kola Reva Java Nashi, Koronamza. And in the Pepki is in the Pekoro Kadi Killens. He is on the Anelanga Ship did and I don't get Sami Tony to Chi.
So we have been Shide and I have been we've wanted to have Geshema here many times, and we've really made a lot of plans and tried to get her here many times, but it hasn't worked out. But then just yesterday, just recently, I asked her and she said, "Oh yes, I have time. It's great. I will come." So they've been trying to have her here quite often, but they're very happy she's here, and thank you so much for coming.
And Dana Jinga number 2 in Baina, Donna Chimbujini, and Pesha, Odele in Musurka, and to Chi.
Also, thank you to everyone here for coming and having this interest and this motivation to come here. So thank you so much for coming.
Also, Shidi Gishina Butsu in Baina, Mambuji Lopet Jamba Unity, so Tata Jenny de la Pep Thomas Omato, and the young Shidi Gishina Butsu in the Tuna Chimbujini de la Pemdo, or Gishina Butsulina, Garden Chi.
Thank you all for coming. And then there's also a lot of other Shide students that wanted to come, but just for one reason or another weren't able to make it.
Nangaronda in the Cheranga Sombi campaign, Zanoda, Bodichita, Zano, Dinimato, Comason, Comar, Injishim Maro, Inagandela, they are the Karasi, the money, 나로 샘디니 구십다 디니기 토니 직제무 근데 내바인.
So other than the word bodhicitta, which I heard many times, I wasn't able to understand what you were saying in English, Geshe said, but thank you so much. We have so much respect for you and we're very grateful that you've come and taught.
나저 shibde응원이 따제 동면서 안저라래 한테제 말해 개야 말해 때 나저야 텐제당 동면 저그 디니 아닐라 당보들이야 투지체스니 자들 주부야 투지 아니 투지체 쉐인 아니 다 주지 나저가 저라라야 텐제 그 손제로 나저 제대로 더 많이 봤는데 누들이 모스지 소바래 나저 보가 기그 거래야 다 그런데 하지게 되디나라 보이게 세진데 스카르미 체트체 구지 지마레스 나저 보이게 자데 지이세다니 안가 도멜라 따지 마레스 아니 나저 지다 히말라 리제다 나저 보바 나저 참이 샤단 리발라 지구지 레즈네 그런 거 특별 내가 전부 나저 들산이 보바 시당 송그 참라 레비카블라 그런 거 돔스그 즉 야고 쉬고 잡여래 어디가 모두들이 땜되게 그러나 어디
So this is to symbolize the auspiciousness and the connection that we would like to share with Geshema and so that roughly the
그래와 라다 미리쪽이 뭐이나 니버도 보이 볼게라 식자고 가인세와 있나 아주 보이 볼게 그 돈이 마도 야그르 손을 간지르다 땡주세한테 보이랑 그 돈이 마도 잔다 이게 사반다면도 손스게야디 로토야 되는 요마다 고알렌토야 메인 손자니 식잡
the quote there basically says that the Tibetan language is not simply the sort of the letters and words, but actually it's like the body, the blood, of the actual Tibetan race. And so then Geshe said was talking about how important it is that everyone in the Himalayan family that they continue to learn and study Tibetan language because it's really the heart of their race and their culture in this tradition.
그지시나
Thank you.
그치
Thank you.